Good morning, Oklahoma, and welcome to Cow-Calf Corner. I'm Mark Johnson, and this week's topic is creep grazing, the 2023 version. And this follows up a topic we covered about a month ago, and that was creep feeding. We said that in commercial cow-calf production, very seldom is the practice of creep feeding a grain-based diet, somewhere in the ballpark of 14% crude protein. Very seldom is that cost-effective. It's cost-effective only at the times that feed is really inexpensive and the value of cattle is really high. And we know we're at a point in time right now where about half that equation is true. We anticipate the value of weaned calves out of spring calving herds that we're selling this fall to be really high, but we know we're dealing with relatively high, historically speaking, cost of feeds. And so a potential and very viable alternative to that this summer could be creep grazing. I know a lot of Oklahoma is still in some degree of drought. The last few weeks have been promising. We continue to get scattered thunderstorms across the state. So what is this concept of creep grazing? What do we mean by this? Basically, we take a certain amount of pasture, maybe something we've overseeded, maybe it's our improved grasses, something like Bermuda that we have fertilized with a little extra, and we know we're going to be producing a higher quality grass off of it, something with more protein, something that is more easily digestible, and something that's going to fit the diet of a young growing calf very well. We actually don't go to the expense of buying a creep feeder. We may not even have to have that creep gate. We can do some of this with hot wire fence that is built at a certain height that permits baby calves or growing calves to pass under, but is going to keep our mature cow herd off those sections of pasture. The point being to give access to those young growing calves a higher quality growing forage that's going to potentially spike growth in them, lead to some added weaning weight without the costs, some of the headaches and labor that we typically associate with creep feeding a grain-based diet. So creep grazing can lead to some of the same benefits as far as additional weaning weight, potentially takes out some of those disadvantages. Our calves aren't as likely to get extra fleshy on eating a forage-based diet of a little better quality as they would be on a grain-based diet. And so consider creep grazing. If it fits your operation, your management plan, it can be done on a more cost-effective basis. Again, the key is some set-aside pasture of a higher quality forage that's going to be particularly palatable to young growing calves. Hope this helps and appreciate you joining us this week on Cow-Calf Corner.